Bam, right there they are. That's a bunch of them. I think it's 20 in there. I just put in there everything I had left over. So I think I said that in the video when I was making them. So may as well get all of them. There they are. Yeah, guys, I hadn't got it in fish this week. Been busy doing odd and end stuff. Been power washing. Yeah, gotta love that, don't you? You know, I talked to a few of my friends around that do a little bit of odd end work. Most of them go like, I hate the power wash. Well, I got my power washer back Tuesday. So I went and power washed yesterday. Then I went back to the same house today. She had some trees, some limbs she wanted to trim off the trees, off the lower trees. I got a pole pruner. So I went back and done that for her. So got her finished up. So there you go. I think I'll fish tomorrow. They're calling for rain tomorrow evening. So I think I'm going to fish tomorrow. So I can't stain. I got a boathouse to stain yet right now, lined up for the next couple jobs, and a porch to stain. And it's calling for rain tomorrow evening. So you do not never stain a porch, guys. Or paint something outside of the weather if you think it's going to rain. Because paint will bubble. If it's not good and dry, it will get little bubbles in it. Yes, it does. And they'll stay there too. When it dries out, they're still going to be there. You have to scrape it off. Then you still can see. You know, when you scrape and paint it, it'll leave a roughness on it. Yeah, it's not pretty. So you got to be careful stuff like that. Warn you ahead of time. Because I've had it rain on me before and didn't know it was going to rain, right? Anyway, back in the day, guys, we didn't have a weather app on our phone or radar on our phone. We watched the weather, and if it said, 20% chance of rain, the other day it said 10% chance of rain. And we got 2 thunderstorms. Yeah. So back in the day, if it said 10% chance of rain, we went on and worked, right? But today, you can stop and look at your phone once in a while, look at the radar, see if anything's close to you. We didn't have that. I think about that once in a while for some of these younger guys. And my son and I have had a discussion about both phones and stuff. You know, the first thing we had was a bag phone. Y'all remember that? And I was in business then, and I had a bag phone. And we had beepers. You remember the beepers? You put the beeper on your belt, somebody wanted you, it beeped it, and it gave you the phone number. So you had to stop and get to the nearest phone. If he was working with a phone, you could go and use the phone. That's what I had when my son was young, so I could, in case the babysitter or somebody needed him, or if he got sick, at the daycare, I could go get him. They beat me. Right. Technology is something else, isn't it? Then we went to a bag phone, and I don't think, I don't remember when we've actually had cell phones we wouldn't hook to a rope. Some of y'all remember when they finally came out? I don't remember exactly when that was. Y'all have to refresh my memory. I think was that in the 90s? I don't know. I can't think back that far when that happened. But a cell phone could be a blessing in a lot of ways. The only thing bad about a cell phone today in technology is you can't hide. All right, guys, y'all ready to roll? This BA Stinger works great. It's just a good size. This Junior. Watched a little bit of crappy connection last night. They was having trouble with their signals. So finally, it got to where it's talking. It got to where the audio was way behind the video. I cut off. I can't handle that. When he quit talking and his voice still going for a little bit, I don't know. For some reason, I just go, I can't handle it. I got off of it then. But I enjoy watching them talk about stuff. But one of the big things they was talking about is how small baits are really working good in the summertime. Somebody asked that question. What size bait do you think works best in summertime? He said a small bait. That's what's happening with me. That's why I've been using the Tweety Bird, this BA Junior, the Fathead. They hit it faster than they will a bigger bait. I think a lot of times with the water's warmer, maybe their metabolism is a little slower. Maybe they don't want quite as much. I think that's some of it. But hey, if it's working, keep using it. I'm going to fish tomorrow, and that's what I've been already thinking about what I want to fish with. By the watercolor, it's cleared up a little bit. We've had a little bit of rain this week. I think it was Sunday evening, but it wasn't real bad. Monday evening. And it wasn't real bad. So we'll see. All right. Y'all roll a number? I don't think the main lake's going to be bad at all. I think it'll be pretty good shape. 86. All right. Y'all ready? Hook a number. I'm using AI a little bit to help me with my titles. Trying to get my titles to stand up a little bit. Yes. Sam made a comment here, and I commented back to him. I made a comment that sometimes using something different, a different color, will draw a strike. And this is a fluorescent color. Fluorescent colors take less light to show up in the water. There's a guy on YouTube. I need to look his name up. Y'all can find him. He does stuff about bass fishing. But just type in what colors look under the water, color changes. And he tries to show it. As your bait goes further in the water, they turn gray. Red is the first color that turns gray. All right? Some colors turn faster. Greens and blues, I think, go deeper before they change to a gray. This is our fluorescent or neon colors need less light. They'll hold their color long, further in deeper water with less amount of light in the water. All right? They help you any? So if you think about that, a place like Grenada with the visibility is 8 or 10 inches, if you're putting your bait down 6, 8 feet, what color y'all think it is? Y'all comment to me and let me know. Google it. Google that. If you can't find some guys, just Google it. And you'll be surprised what you find. But when they talk about colors underwater, it's interesting. All right, let's go through and see what we want. The number is 86, right? That's why I write it down, guys. I haven't looked at my pad. I get to talking, I forget. 25, we're going to go on more. 66, we'll take a chance on 66. I'm going to write 66 down. There you go. Here we go. Well, if I look down, 79's next. All right, 79, that's Rodney. Okay. Rodney's left his name before, so I knew who it was. I'll mention that real fast. See, James leaves this on the end. So when I see that, I know James. He's left enough times, I know who it is. All right. So right now, 79's holding water. Let's go. It's going to, these big numbers, we might as well go on. Rodney, you got knocked out 80, and that is, who was that? Rhodey. Okay. All right. Now, it's going to be between 80 and 86 to win. So if it ain't that, it's no use to even think. All right. That's it. All right, Brody won. All right, guys, this week's coming up. It's going to be on the slice color. Yep. Our lake still, I made it Friday. Our lake still has a little bit of color to it. And I thought, I got to come up with something that they'll hit. Put that on. Lights out. Well, no problem. Slice colors like banana peppers. And you're not going to beat it. Any color water. It just works. Blue moon. You know what I'm saying? And if you're fishing clear water, dipstick, banana pepper work clear water too. Creamy if you work with stain water, grenada bug. There's colors that just work that I make a lot of, guys. Slayer, killer. Okay? If you haven't been on Lake Country Baits, go on there. Still a lot of stuff on sale. A lot of y'all buying and sell stuff. Seems like every time somebody orders, there's 2 or 3 to sell items in there. That's what it's all about. Some of that stuff is going to be gone. When it's gone, it's good. It's it. I'm not going to restock it, okay? Some of them just trying to sell down. But I might come out with a couple of different new colors. I ain't got no ideas right now. I'm still thinking about it. Some ideas. I've got one with this one. I even thought about this neon color, adding another color to it. We'll see. But because they work so well, guys, that fluorescent green just works so well. So I call it ocean. But we'll see. Don't have any new body shapes in mind right now. I got one in mind, but I haven't came out with it. I don't even keep emailing. It's been a year. Yeah, we're coming out with it. And I haven't come out with it yet. So I'm waiting on that bait shape. Probably the other thing I'll add again. The crickets. Crickets have been one of the big sellers. My site tells me what I'm selling a lot of. The crickets and the LC shads have been 2 of the biggest sales. And then the small baits, the fathead and the junior baits have been selling good. The LC shad's just all around good bait. Good, a lot of colors in it. So it's going to sell. The crickets, as long as you got bugs on the water this time of year, you got bugs flying around the water, you got crayfish, you got other stoneflies, you got other stuff in the water, other kind of bugs and stuff. So around bridges, docks, so it could be hard to beat the bug or that cricket, right? Okay, guys. Sunday, a new video comes up, and I'll see y'all next Wednesday on The Draw. See ya.